toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running look, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! And it feels good to land that first
doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in.
Pulls it in. It's Stone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Chase. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give on the option. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have that.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Chase. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the Cowboys backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd.
On the set. Belly starter.
They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Chase. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Made a defender miss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now
into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. And he dropped it. It looks... Whoa, like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Harris back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a bunch formation. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Open space at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's in.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. To the air, it's Chase. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Hurtado. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a hit. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it out. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the open.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Red Raiders need to pick it up on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Back to pass, it's Chase. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 35, he stumps. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The play-action fake. Got his man quickly. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Cowboys are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Cowboys!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Chase. Just a short pass to the tight end. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Harris back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now adjusting. Past the 40. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Into the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield, it's Chase. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Stone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense working from the pistol. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On the run, still looking. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Down the boulevard, it's good. That'll pull them back to within 6. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here on third down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
The short hands, it's Taylor. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Rush is on him. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Chase. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hurtado. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens after that.
From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He's got it in the end zone, and the game is tied. An extra point away from taking the lead.
How about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.